Hi everyone, I'm Vivekanandam from Appa Public School, handling the social science subject for the grade 6. So I welcome you all for this questions and answers discussion session. In this session, what we do is we discuss about the question answers of this geography chapter 4 about the maps. As we learn a lot of things about the maps, a lot of things about the difference between the map and globe, and what are the importance of the globe, what are the importance of the maps, how to study, and what are the symbols of the maps, and how to make a plan, how to see entire world on the piece of paper. All these things we learn. And basic is to understand about this lesson is to see the lesson starts about the visiting a new places. If you want to visit the new places, and you should have the proper planning. Why you should have the proper planning? To see the distance first of all. According to the distance, you can have the planning. The planning you'll make it such a way about the traveling, whether you want to go by the road or you want to go by the rail or you want to go the plane. And all these things will make a plan by seeing the map. Now, directly I'll go to the question number 1. Question number 1 is talking about what are the three components of a map. Question is, what are the three components of a map? So without these things, you cannot read or you can understand. You cannot understand, and you can study. These three things are important. The answer is they are there are three components of maps. They are one is distance. First one is distance. Second one is direction. Distance, direction, and third one is symbols. Right? So let me go to the briefly to understand. So here the distance. For example, we are in the Gulbarga and Kalburgi. We are in the Sharan Nagar, and you want to go to Bengaluru, the capital city of Karnataka. Then how you have planned? You will see the map, the state map of Karnataka. In that, what do you see? Where the location of the Gulbarga? From Gulbarga to Bengaluru. How much? What is the distance? Is there? And by seeing the distance, we can calculate how much time it takes you to travel from Kalburgi to Bengaluru. And what do you plan about whether if you have the 12 hours, or it takes minimum 12 hours if you travel by train. If you travel by plane, we have the airport, and you can go by plane. It takes only altogether all formalities and everything will come, the physical check and other thing. It takes 1 hour. Then next one is about whether you will decide whether you want to go for the day, in the night. If you have the night, you can go by the train or bus. All these things depend on your these things convenience. You can see the distance. According to the distance, you can plan it. Next one is, in the map, we have to go for the direction. These directions I want to make to understand about the four cardinal directions of the map. Always, as we know, this is the north, this is the south, this is the east, and this is the west. These four directions, you can see, these four directions are very important. See, normally the universal truth, always there is no doubt, there is no failure. The sun rises always in the east and the sun sets in the west. For remembering this, you can remember the sun like east and west, and for the map, you can remember this direction, north to south. So in this way, you can see which directions we are belongs to. The Karnataka place where it belongs to Gulbarga. All these things, it comes and see the direction. And next one is about the symbols. See, symbols. Symbols in the textbook they mention, they have given lot of information. The symbols will give information on the piece of paper or one particular map. By showing the map, by seeing the symbols, you can understand where it is. So these are the symbols. These are the symbols you can identify, right? In these symbols, the first one is a railway line. In this railway line, we have meter gauge and broad gauge. And the second one is about the roads, the metal road, the temporary, this one is there. The next one is about the blue. You can identify this is a river, this is a well, all this is a well, and this is tank and other thing they mentioned. And next one is coming to here about the holy places. Like this is the temple, this is a church, and this is Gurdwara, and this is mosque. All these things they mention. And next one is about post office, post and telegraph office, and police station. And here these are the called graveyard, and these are the village haunted places. And this is the trees, and then these are the grass. So you see these symbols. What you learn here, it is the map of Sundarpur village is there. In this Sundarpur village, they mention this is the railway track. You can see, and these are the meter gauge, broad gauge, small. You see the difference between the two. And here you can see the holy places. Here one is there, here one is there, and one more is here. Here church, temples, mosque, and this is the road, and this is the place where the river is flowing, right? And this river, one temporary road, you can go. All these things you can learn by seeing this map. This is the purpose, and this is the purpose you can identify by one person. You can by seeing the whole Karnataka on the piece of paper or map. This is the distance, directions, and symbols you can study, right? Next question is about the four cardinal directions. Question number 2. What are four cardinal What are four cardinal directions? Again, you can see these four cardinal directions here, this, in this, and this one. So, yeah, why I made red, blue, you can understand. These two are there. For example, to understand you, I would like to cite an example of India map. You take the Indian map, north states, the south states, right? These two you can remember. In the north of this Indian map, you can see Jammu Kashmir is there. This is the top. This north I'm comparing with the map of India. In that map of India, I'm comparing with the top place of the states. We having the 29 states of India. It starts from, it's thinking it's a head. Jammu Kashmir is the head of in the north side, and south one is about the last one is Kerala. So top to bottom, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, right? So in this situation, if you see north side we have the Jammu Kashmir and this side we have the Gujarat, and this side we have some Manipuri, Nagaland. All these things are there. By these four directions, you can identify the where this cardinal directions, where the maps you can study. It's easy for you to identify. So in this book, how they mentioned about the cardinal directions. These are the cardinal directions. These are the cardinal directions they mentioned. Right? North, south, east, and west. These are the four cardinal directions. Next question is about the what do you mean by the what do you mean by the term what do you mean by the term the scale of the map? This is talking about the map and about the scale. How they term here? Answer. Yeah, dear students, question number 3. What do you mean by the term the scale of the map? So he's asking the question. So here, map scale refers to the relationship. There is a relationship between the map and the scale, and between the distance on the map and the corresponding distance on the ground. So here, distance on the ground. These are the points you have to understand and you have to keep in your mind. So I take it. To understand it better, I draw here. These are the world. The whole world is there. The whole world is there. Can you go and search and everywhere? That Asian 7 continents are there. India belongs to the Asian continents. All these things you will fix on one particular paper, right? You fix it on one particular paper, the entire world will fix here. Instead of going everywhere or anywhere or traveling throughout the world, you can by sitting at one particular, by seeing that picture, the paper or map, you will understand. And a part of the all the world is fitting on the sheet. All the world is fitting on the sheet, and you can see the distance between India and to Pakistan on the top, right? The distance India to Pakistan you can see, and India to Myanmar, India to Nepal, India to China. So all these things you can start, you can learn by corresponding the distance on the graph. You can get it actually information about this information. What they do actually, they will make it with the scale and they write the exactly distance kilometers. They write what is the distance exactly kilometers they write. Understand? So this is the advantage of the seeing the map. You'll get accurate figure of what is the distance between the boundaries or between the states to states. For example, you take, we are in the Kalburgi, you want to go to Bidar, you can see the Gulbarga and neighboring districts map. In that you can calculate how much time it takes. So this is the advantage. During the summer, you want to go to here in Gulbarga, very hot, especially in summer. It reached up approximately 50 degrees, and you want to go and stay in Jammu Kashmir, very cold place, or Darjeeling hill areas. You can understand the distance what is there. So this is what, right? Next one is how are, question number 4. So here differentiate how are maps more helpful than a globe. You can see the difference between the map and the globe. Here I want to make it the difference. Here it is map, is a globe. Right? So that you can understand. Map and globe. Here map scale refers to the relationship Yeah, dear students, question number 4. How maps more helpful than a globe? He is giving preference. The question itself is telling about maps are useful than the globe. So here, I want to make a comparison, the difference between the map and globe. So maps are more helpful than a globe. How? Maps provide more information than a globe. You want to get all the information like by seeing the distance. Just now we read about the distance, directions and symbols. This map is more helpful than the globe. Then how the globe will help us? When we want to study the earth, only a part of the earth as about a country or a state, the globe is helpful. Means only one particular place you want to see on the globe we can see. Obviously, globe is round and it is a spherical model, is a true model of the earth, everything is there. But you want to study what specific one particular area, then you get little information, very less information you get. But compared with the globe, the maps are very useful, they'll give more information. In this way, you can understand maps are more. Sir, provide more information than a globe. So on this about a country, this is the difference between these two, right? So in this way, you can understand. You want to study the whole one particular part, or you want to see the distance. You want to go for the symbols, or you want to see the direction. The map is always there to help you. In this way, you can understand the difference between the map and globe. Next one is question number 5. Distinguish distinguish between a map and a plan. How we are going to distinguish? Just now see in this fifth question is, generally map is said to be a visual reference. Map is a visual. Map is a, you can see on the visual, means you can see everything with the help of the symbols and other thing, and it's a representation of the an area. You can, it is visible, it is a area. When about the plan, this is a map. It is clearly visible to you, and you can study about the one particular area. When it is come to the plan, in this plan a set of 2 dimensions. We have 2 dimensions. What are the 2 dimensions? In this, there are 2 dimensions. One is length. What is the length? And breadth. Breadth of the room. This means about the plan means, for example, in the construction site, you want to go for the construction, you have map is there, one open place is there, and civil engineer will come, you'll do the puja, the inauguration puja, this of the constructing of the place, and where you'll see only the ground will be there, open ground. And in this open ground, what you will see, nothing is there. But the engineer, you will see in your mind, length, how many meters are there, the breadth. By seeing this, you can decide how many floors you can construct, and like example, how many rooms will be there, or where the passage, all these things you will decide. So in these 2 dimensions, we have to be this is the object, 2 dimensions we have there. With the help of the 2 dimensions we can do it, right? The next question is, which map provides detailed information? Which map provides detailed information? This is the question. Answer is thematic map. See, I write it blue pen. Large scale maps. Large scale maps. Maps, so you can understand this one, political maps. This is the answer. This I am keeping the breath. Large scale maps will provide more information to you, right? And next one is question. How do symbols, help in reading map? Once again, in the beginning I showed you symbols. Let us go into the one particular village is there. In this map, this is called the map of village. This is a map of village. In this map of village, you can identify some people. This map is scale is about 0 to 50 meters. Just now I asked you about this length and breadth, and 50 meters is there. In this, you can find out school is there, playground is there, and all sort of information you get by seeing these symbols. And one more symbol just now I showed. This is the area, this is the symbols, and this is the village where we learn about, say, to go to the railway station we have to come here, or rivers, to cross the rivers we have to come here, and we have to go to the 3 villages are nearby, 3 villages are there, and beside that one well is there, and one tank, water tanker is there. So all these things, information, this one is question number 1. Tick the correct answers. There are 4 are there. There are 4 questions are there. The first one is map showing distribution of the forest. Map showing distribution of the map means, first one is thematic map. Thematic map. In this thematic map, it shows the distribution of the map. These things it will show. Choose the question. The blue color is used to called a peninsula. In these 3 sides of and the 3 sides of water, how you understand the water is there? The 3 sides water is there. That is called, we show in this map, and the blue color. Blue color. Next one is about a compass used to find the directions. To find the directions, the compass box can be used. And the last for map. A scale is necessary for the map. I read for you once again. The question number, tick the correct answer. Map showing the distribution of the forest is, which map shows the distribution of the forest is? Thematic map. Think about the water bodies. Okay. Where in the map, you can see the blue color, you can identify water bodies are there. Next one is a compass box is used. A compass box is to show the directions. Which directions? There are 4 cardinal directions are there. North, south. The correct answers. All these things are there. Thank you.
Sir, offline I don't.
Continue.